Many people come to Nashville with a dream of making it in the music industry. We're about to meet a man who achieved that dream and then left it all behind.
It's pretty amazing. Photojournalist Mike Radford introduces us to Anthony Martin, who walked away from a career on Music Row to take up a trade that almost has become a dying art.
We're going to heat it up. We're only going to be working steel somewhere between 1,500 and 1,700 degrees. I'm going to make a fork. Start with just a piece of 3/8 square stock. And when we're done, it will be a fork. I've been doing this about 20 years. I've always been interested, and I started with a smith. I stood and watched him work all day one day, and finally I asked him if he would teach me. And he said, yeah, if you'll show up at my shop at 5 o'clock next Saturday morning, which was a test, I'll show you how to do this. I only work in colonial style work. I think you use all of your senses, your eyes, your ears, because your ears, you want to listen to how the fire's burning. Make sure there's no trash in it. I grew up in Georgia, North Georgia, and was trained as a classical pianist. I never really wanted to follow that. My mom wanted me to go to Juilliard, but I just didn't have what it took to put that kind of commitment into playing the piano all day. I had other interests as well. I loved farming. I grew up playing in bands and came up here and went to Belmont in '82, graduated from Belmont in '86 with a commercial music / music business degree. So I got the opportunity to go to work for one of my all-time favorites, Mel Tillis. And I just like the guy. He's a great guy. He is funny. He's hilarious. So I started off working in the publishing for Mel, and worked my way up and went into the studio and actually produced some things for Mel. And then he left and went to Branson, and I went to work for Sony in the A&R department. And I would sing on records and play on records and help produce records. And I enjoyed it, but it got to the point that I just kind of lost interest. My clientele are people that are doing custom work, custom home work. I make a lot of custom hinges, a lot of custom handles, a lot of home hardware, which is what a blacksmith would have done traditionally. I hope that what I made will have an impact on their home or their family for generations.
Isn't that interesting?
It really is, and great to see that tradition continuing and everything.
Now, this is the piece that they were working on when Mike Radford was out there. It's a beautiful fork. And take a look. Oh, sorry, I got it out of the shot there. Mike actually was allowed to put his own initials onto the piece. Of course, I told him that it says MR on there. That's my initials, too. So I could lay claim to this one.
Yes, definitely.
But look how beautifully this looks with, the metal twisted like that.
The detail and everything.
Just absolutely gorgeous. He's so talented. All right, we're going to link you to Anthony's website if you'd like to find out more about the beautiful work that he does.
All right, definitely. Yeah, great job there, and great job to Mike on that piece as well.
So nice.